Сальваторы, по-моему, и эти ваши зайцы. По-моему, да.
Меня поставили
В чем проблема? Это когнитивное искажение только в школьных дебатах. В студенчестве никаких ограничений на я клуб, я...
Нет, ну понимаю, просто но есть уже безголовых, поэтому
Я безумно. Proposition side, opposition side. Не забрали телефон, всех на время не готов. Good morning. We are ready to start our first half final of our tournament, and the motion of our half final semi-final. This house refers to a world in which people are incapable of feeling nostalgia. And we are ready to start our game. Silent, please. Position team, your first speech. You're welcome. You have 6 minutes.
Come down, you'll hear a beep sound, like pretty loud.
Okay.
For the first and the last minute. Okay, you may start whenever you're ready.
3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, dear judges, dear opponents. My name is Jessica. I'm the first speaker of the proposition team. My team's name is the Salvatore. My teammates are Natalie, she's the second reply speaker, and Mary, she's the third one. So today's motion is this house prefers a world in which people are incapable to feel nostalgia, and of course agree with this motion. And in my speech I want to talk about the whole what is nostalgia and what we see it as, and how it mostly shows, and why is it really kind of impossible for people to feel the whole nostalgia. Why are they incapable to do this? The whole actors are mostly society teens dolls, as we think. So I'd say that nostalgia is a really complex emotional experience for people, characters, for sentimental longing for something bad that might have happened in their past. And mostly shows as something random memory recall. They might remind themselves about the all bad stuff that could have happened, and not could have, it just happened in their past with them. And also emotional responses. Nostalgia can elicit a mix of emotions, including all the sadness and regret and sorrow from the realization that those memories are in the past and they're gone, and like all of this stuff. Also, nostalgia can trigger like a lot of emotions, of course. And why do we think that people are kind of incapable to feel nostalgia? In a world where people cannot feel any emotions, the capacity to experience nostalgia rooted in emotional attachment and longing would inherently be absent. Nostalgia relies on the ability to feel something, both joy and sorrow, mostly regarding their past experiences that happened with them, and like with their close ones as well. Also, nostalgia often brings a sense of loss, regret, and sadness for a lot of people for what once was or what could have been. Even when we recall difficult memories through a nostalgic lens, they can still be tinged with the whole pain pain things, like painful stuff. Also, recent studies suggest that people may focus on negative memories more, like more focus on the bad stuff than the good ones when experiencing nostalgia. If a person, of course, like focuses on the bad stuff more, like it is really bad for everyone. If a person perceives their past as happier than their present, they also might feel the emotional distress, which of course can kind of lead to symptoms of depression, I'd say. And we think that being obsessed with the whole past past experiences, can lead to maladaptive behavior. For instance, not being able to move forward with their future plans, or foregoing the present and present day, while lingering on the long past that happened with them, long gone past. And also, nostalgia, as we think, could lead people to worry and ruminate more. Rumination is, of course, when a person mostly repeatedly thinks about sadness and dwells on something negative feeling or their causes and consequences. And as well, we think that while trying to cope with all these emotions, all this nostalgic stuff, people also could, our minds, could have just erased all this stuff as well. But as we want to say, our model does not mostly erase the memory. We do not forget our past at all. It mostly is about the whole emotional thing that is connected to our past experiences. So of course we will remember all the stuff that happened, every relative's childhood memories and etc. But the people will not just feel the whole emotional connection to these memories as well, and the whole emotional quality will be kind of absent, I'd say, because the people are kind of incapable for that. So you just could remember the whole emotional past experiences, but you will not feel connected to them at all because you are just incapable to feel any nostalgia. Also, in realistic comparisons, when we hold present experiences against the idealized past, the present inevitability falls kind of short and can lead to dissatisfaction with current life and etc. So being attached to all that past emotionally is kind of bad, I'd say. We'd say. Okay, I'd say that's all. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you very much.
We're ready to start our team on opposition side. First speaker from opposition, you are welcome. You have 6 minutes.
One, two, three, let's go. Hello everyone, my name is Katie. I'm the first speaker of opposition team. In our today's motion, this house prefers a world in which people are incapable of feeling a nostalgia, and we disagree with this motion. Okay, nostalgia, this is a feeling when you missed past time and think and then was better. Okay. Nostalgia can be like times when we lived, and we have memories like memories with knowledges and memories with feelings, and we can And we can remember our feelings without nostalgia, because this is our past, and without it we can remember our feelings in the past. And okay, talks about times when we lived. We can feel nostalgia, like when we feel it momentarily and it was over, and we can feel it oppressed. And if we talk about when this feeling is oppressed, why we feel it this so deeply, because when we become older, we feel uncomfortable. This time is more harder than we was when we was a children, and so on. And you feel that you miss about that times, and you want to
Return.
and you want to return this time. But nostalgia works like support for us. Why? Because this is good memories about our past, and we feel warm when we remember these memories. And when you become older, you understand that when I was younger, that time not always was bad. Okay. And if we feel this feeling, we have and we hope that all will better. So thanks for these feelings, we can analyze ourselves, and we will understand our value. We will understand our values and our wishes. And when if we understand that we haven't our values, our wishes, we will do our life better, because thanks for our nostalgia, thanks for these memories which we feel in the past, we will value our life now, and so our value this is opportunity to feel good memories and to make our real situation better. So we think that we need to feel in our nostalgia, because thanks for this we will do our life better, and our nostalgia, our memories about the past will bring support for us, and will bring support for us, and thanks for this. And thanks for this nostalgia. And я сказала. And so, if we compare our emotion, the nostalgia, we need to feel this nostalgia, because thanks for this, this is a warm memories which will bring our support, our good, our we remember our good feelings, and so on, and when we will grandmoms and granddads, we will feel this nostalgia and remember how was good our past. So we think we need to feel this nostalgia. Thank you for attention.
Thank you very much for the speech.
Hello, my name is Natalie, and I'm the second speaker of the opposition team, and we are continuing this debate on this topic, and first I'll do a refutation of my opponents of what they were saying. So they were saying lots of stuff about the fact that we need to understand the values of nostalgia and that it's important to remember our feelings, but nostalgia isn't really about feelings, it's about remembering your past experiences and knowing that what you had before, not what you have right now. Because nostalgia is basically remembering things and sometimes most of them are not good. Like you can remember your past experience of losing an opportunity and you're constantly thinking about it. Like years ago I had this opportunity and I missed it, and now I feel so depressed and nostalgic about it because nostalgia isn't necessarily only good things. You can also think about bad things as well. And it's very complex as well. Sorry, 1 second. They also said that they will live better, but how will they live better if they constantly remember the past and constantly thinking about what they had? Like if everyone is thinking about what they had or what they missed, people won't focus on the future or what they have in the present. If they're focusing only on the past and what was good for them, they're not focused on the present and what's going on for them right now. Because they could have good things going on for them in the current, but they kept thinking, oh, I had it better before, and I had feelings and stuff like that, but it doesn't really make sense like that. And that's why I don't think it was a valid point. And another thing they said that if they had a past that was better than the current life, but then they were again saying, we'll value our current life, but if you're constantly thinking about your past life, which was better, how are you going to value the life you have right now if you're constantly thinking about what you had before? Another thing is that, sorry, 1 second. They also brought up wishes about somehow nostalgia making your wishes come true. I don't really understand the point because isn't it the opposite? Because what you had in the past but which didn't happen, and you keep thinking about the fact that you don't have it and it's wrong. And in this debate, we're focusing on the fact that we don't prefer this kind of world. Because if we prefer a world where people are constantly feeling this nostalgia and not feeling what they have right now, it's a really difficult world if people are not focusing on the future or what they have right now. It also constantly thinking about nostalgia can lead to dissatisfaction with life and connection with other people and achievements. Because if you had a new achievement right now, you think, oh, but I had a better achievement some long time ago before, and that's why it could also make you feel even worse about what you had right now. And being obsessed with some past you have right now is pretty difficult and wrong. And what my first speaker said, he said that it could have maladaptive behavior and not able to move forward. And like I said, once again, focusing on only the past and not focusing on what you have right now and the future could lead to lots of negative impacts. And I'm not saying that nostalgia doesn't have good stuff. Like, yes, you can think about good stuff and be like, oh, yes, I had that and it was a good feeling. But focusing on the fact that if we have a world where people don't focus on nostalgia that much, it might be much better because we are focusing on what we have and we still have memories and stuff like that. But we are focusing on what we had and not what we had before. Okay. Another thing is that people who have lots of nostalgia might have like rose-tinted glasses where they only focus on what was good for them, and they feel even more wosu after that. And in our world, for our nostalgia, we have a forward-looking mindset which helps society adapt to rapid changes like digital transformation and globalization. And we need to see the full picture of nostalgia, not only the positive aspects, because as we know, it has negative aspects as well. So that's all I want to say. Thank you.
One, two, three, let's go. Hello dear ladies and gentlemen, I'm the second speaker of my team. So, in my speech, I'd like to tell you about nostalgia, like a way to improve our self-awareness. And firstly, let's say about the nostalgia can be momentary and can it first way, and in the second way, nostalgia can oppress us, and you can feel this feeling in a long time. Let's see in the first way when you feel it momentarily. When you feel it momentarily, you remember a random memory from your life, and it's a very warm feeling. It don't oppress you, and it gives you only a positive emotion. Okay, but and let's see in the second way, when nostalgia is oppress you, and you always think that, oh, I wanna вернуться in the past times. So when you why you start feeling this oppressed nostalgia? Because now you don't see the things that makes you happy. You don't feel comfortable yourself. The world around you is not gives you positive emotions, and because of this you start find it in the past, and you start analyzing because of nostalgia. You start analyzing what for you is valuable, what for you is important, and because of this you start improving your self-awareness, and you start better understand your feeling wishes, and because of this you can you have a chance to situation situation now, and yes, also you have a hope for better, because you understand that not every time was very bad. It's only now, and I have very good moments in my past, and also because of this I will have good positive emotions in the future, and everything will be okay. It's like please later. It's like feelings that support you by isn't it?
So you're like talking about support, but isn't nostalgia about actually mourning about the past?
Actually, what?
Mourning.
More.
Типа... apply to it?
It's you why it's you worrying about the past because it's for you very warm times and you want to back in these times. Something is calling you from these times. Yes. So our opponents also say in their speeches that because of nostalgia you can't see the something that good now in your life you're in the past, but in the moment in this moment you can't understand what is valuable for in this moment now because you feel nostalgia because of this, and you haven't this knowledge that for example can be worse than now. You don't understand now that yes, you can't understand now your wishes better, and nostalgia can help with this, but without it we can't do this. Also, I want to continue our idea about memories, that there are two types of memories, such as like memories like knowledges. It's your experience. It's don't include feelings, and memories is feelings. It's moments that you пережил, and these moments haven't any value without the nostalgia, because if you don't if you don't miss of these moments, they don't have you don't have any reason to remember it, and you will забывать всё. Thank you for attention.
Hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. I'm the first speaker of the proposition team. My name is Mary, and today I'm going to continue our debate. My role is twofold. First of all, to demonstrate the critical failures of our opponents, and secondly, to solidify our own idea. So, first of all, on their failure, they say that nostalgia is kind of support for people, we can analyze what is valuable, important, and move on. Like, we can hope for the better with it. But actually, that's not the point, because when we actually feel nostalgia, we're focusing on bad feelings. We're focusing like it's not only about remembering the past, right? It's kind of panic. It's fear that people and the world that gave us meaning are just slipping away from us. It presents an unrealistic picture of the past. Good old days that passed, and people became resistant to change, or to somehow they're just ignoring the current problems, or fail to appreciate the opportunities of nowadays that your life is giving you. Also, not only did they fail in that point, also they mentioned that first of all, they mentioned that past is better. When you feel nostalgia, but then they said that nostalgia, we need to thank for what we have now. But how can we thank nostalgia for what we actually have now, even if it's just an experience of remembering the past, focusing on the past, and it's actually inside level of your personal growth. Just stops you from some changes. It can present an emotional crunch and so on. So nostalgia prevents us from engaging fully with the past, obviously. Also, they said that nostalgia gave us warm feelings or some kind of positive emotions, but that's not the point. It's because like warm feelings can give us just a simple memory, right? Not nostalgia in general. While nostalgia is actually showing us the case when we're just mourning the past, trying to somehow go back to that, and we won't change like the whole thing. Also, in their world, as our dear opponent says, for them nostalgia is a way to feel good about the past. They say about the memories, knowledge, etc. about how that's actually connected to nostalgia feeling. As I mentioned previously, nostalgia is not about feeling like warm and good. It's about like remember the past, focusing on the past all the time. And in our world, we're just like we don't want to like.
One quiz.
Yeah, 1 second. We're just offering you the memory without a sting. We're offering you like the memory when we can actually move on. We're not offering you some kind of bad thing, because like the opponents say the opposition side is more in the loose of it and it's calling it like a beautiful connections and stuff, but that's just not the case. Because first of all, it leads to dissatisfaction with life, connections, achievements and stuff. Actually, like recent studies also shows us that people who are just experiencing nostalgia are focusing on negative sides mostly, not like in some good memories and stuff. It actually leads to emotional distress, then it leads to depression, and if it leads to depression, then in their world, their people are like capable of nostalgia. We have just people that are too focused on the past. They can actually move on and stuff, and we experience this like in everyday life. I mean, have you ever seen studies or maybe like just some people that are actually like very ambitious, but they can like just focus on the current, they can focus on like what we have now, because they're just trying to go back to what we have like in the past. That leads to depression, as I said before, and so that's actually stop them from the progress, that stop them like from adapting to our current reality and stuff. Plus, like as the first speaker says, our model doesn't erase memories. We don't forget our like grandmother, for example. We don't forget our childhood friends. We don't forget our history or past. Like the difference is that's emotional quality of the memory. Like because memory is just a memory, of course, and if in our old worlds we were like incapable of feeling nostalgia, it would be just better for all the people. Today we can remember like happy, for example, happy birthday or something from your past. In our world, you will just cherish it without, you wouldn't be struck by some kind of painful yearning ache or just like disability to return to the past, of course. So that's why this whole thing goes to our side. Plus, our opponents stated that in their worlds where we actually capable of nostalgia, when people are like growing older, they became more aware of how uncomfortable the life is, and well, then do something about it. Yeah, I mean, like if you're actually just going to focus on nostalgia, then you're growing older and stuff. That means that you won't be able to do anything with it. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for the for listening, and voice for the team of population.
I'm really sorry about my voice. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, dear ladies and gentlemen. We continue our debate. I'm the third speaker of the opposition team, and in my speech, I want to talk about 3 main things of our game. Firstly, we'll talk about what is nostalgia, support or just focus on the past. Then we'll talk how does nostalgia influence on progress, and then we'll compare the situation of the world of our opponents and of our world. Okay, firstly, let's talk what is nostalgia. Support or just focusing on past. Our dear opponents said that if we have the feeling of nostalgia, we are always seated and always thinking about, oh, past, how good was here. Yes, we are thinking how good was here, but we are not forgetting about our real life. We are not forgetting about present, because how can we forget about what we have right now if we are comparing that was here good, right now I have that worse situation. And if we are comparing, if we have this feeling, if we are comparing, we can understand that firstly, there was some good things earlier, that not always I lived in bad situation, in bad world. And secondly, after this analysis, I can understand that I'm not in the worst situation and I can try to make it better. It is like the strong feeling of self-awareness. It helps me. It is really easier to look at my feeling at that time. A few seconds, please. To look at my feelings now and compare and understand that at that time it was better. Why? Because because it was better for me, because I liked it more, and right now I can do my life by myself better, and I will feel good. Yeah, you can point.
So what you're talking about is like just the memory itself and analysis. It's not about nostalgia. Nostalgia is overwhelming like feeling. So
I have already said that nostalgia, it is about feelings. And when I'm feeling nostalgia, I feel what I felt at that time. I feel that it was better, and I can understand that it is really not best times right now, but I can do them better by myself, because I have already had good times in my life. Also, our dear opponents, I don't know why, but they don't think that nostalgia is warm feeling. But if we are feeling that it was good in our past, it is warm and we can understand it. Oh, how good it was I should to try to do my real life better. And because of this, we think that the nostalgia is not just focusing on past. We are remembering about our real life. It is also support, and it also the help to understand that right now I should make my life better. Secondly, our dear opponents said, how does nostalgia influences on progress? Not they said, it's my point, the second part of speech. Okay, our dear opponents said that, again, they said that we will always thinking about past, and then our progress will be stopped. But it is not like that, because when we remember about past and we see right now situation, we just can't stop with progress. We can't always sit in and think about, oh, how good was here. We must do something else. Just for living, we can't always think about our past life. And if we are, I have already said that if we are understanding that there is a better situation was there, I should do my own situation right now better too. And it is not stagnation, it is even bigger progress, because I understand that I should change something in my life. And the third part of of my speech, it is comparing of the world of our dear opponents and of our world. Okay, we can see that in the world of our opponents, the people can't feel the nostalgia, and they just remember the past and the fact. So yeah, there was so. They can't feel good and warm feelings about what was there. They just remember it's like, okay, I live here. And this don't help them firstly, to feel these emotional good memories. Secondly, they can't make their real situation better because they haven't motivation for their life. Also, let's remember why does we have the feeling of nostalgia, but then it goes away because our real situation becomes better, and I can feel that it is good right now. I understand what I need to go дальше, because дальше, and then I don't feel this nostalgia like compressed or oppressed nostalgia. I feel it like just warm feeling. Okay, I'll закончу my thing. Thought. In our world, people can analyze their, not analyze, but they can feel what they feel felt at that time and what they feel right now and make their own life better. So that's all that I want to say. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. One, two, three, let's go. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, thank you for this game. And now I want to compare it to worlds. Firstly, let's compare our worlds with the criteria of with intensity. How intensive you will feel yourself better. Firstly, in the world of our opponents, they say that people is dwelling in the past and they can't enjoy times right now. Our teams say that nostalgia is a mechanism of self-awareness, and it can you help go understand your feelings, wishes better, and go дальше. Yes. So it's in our world the intensity of progress in your own life will be more because because of nostalgia you start analyzing and it's the most simple, the most natural way that have everyone to understand your feelings better and to start progressing and having what you need right now. Also, let's say about the probability of dwelling on the past. If we have a nostalgia, we probability that we dwell on the past in the big time is very small because we starting to understand the problem, and a human is wants to become better. He don't want to suffer from this feeling, and because of this he started doing something, and because of this probability that we dwell on the past is don't work in our world. Because this also goes to our side. Also want to say that in the long-term perspective, the nostalgia also gives us better consequences such as self-awareness, warm memories from the past, and yes, and warm memories from the past, and it's more valuable than yes, we suffer from this feeling, but we have many points to become better. And thank you for attention. Vote for opposition.
And the last speech from the team.
Okay, so first of all, all, I want to thank the judges and opponents and the audience for such an interesting game. It was really interesting, and I will force to a Voldu comparison. So, first of all, the Voldu. As our dear opponent said, for them, nostalgia is a way to feel good about the past. They said about the memories, knowledge, and other stuff. But how is that connected to nostalgia? All those memories will still be there in our minds, even without the feelings being connected to it. A memory is something that happened with you, and like I said multiple times, and what they said, that there's warm feelings, you'll feel better, but they didn't debate a point about the fact that there's even some bad memories that you have. During our debates, we discussed the fact that there could be consequences of what you didn't go through and what you didn't accomplish, and that's a risk of nostalgia. And for our worldview, we are most focused on the fact that we want a world where people are not focusing much on the past and being connected to what they have right now, and focusing on the fact that people need to understand that if you constantly think, oh, I had it better before, and they kept saying about warm feelings, but how could having nostalgia have warm feelings, especially because, like we said multiple times, it's not true that nostalgia is only good stuff. And another thing is that if we constantly think that it will somehow make the situation better, that doesn't really work that way, because if you are having trouble right now, how will you experience something that you haven't experienced, which will make the situation even worse for you and make you even sadder and like we said, depressed, and make things even worse. So what our main point is that we are trying to prove the fact that even a world without nostalgia would make things a little bit better, because we are trying to make the future better and not focusing on our past or mistakes, what was good, what was bad, and we are focusing on that instead. So that's all I want to say. Thank you for listening and for participating.